I started collecting proof. After that meeting, I stopped assuming it was an accident. I knew exactly what Jake was doing. The problem was, nobody else did. Around the office, he had this reputation for being the guy who always delivered impossible projects. Now I knew why. So I stopped sending him editable files. Instead, I saved every draft with timestamps. I emailed completed versions to myself. I even kept records showing when I created documents. Then I noticed something interesting. Whenever Jake claimed credit for my work, he'd always make one tiny change. Sometimes he'd change the font. Sometimes he'd rewrite one sentence. Sometimes he'd move a picture to a different slide, just enough to pretend he'd contributed. A few weeks later, another new employee asked me, "Hey, does Jake always ask to review your work first?" My stomach dropped. I asked why. She said, "He keeps asking me to send him my reports before I show anyone." That's when I realized I wasn't the first person, and I probably wasn't the last. So the two of us started comparing notes. Turns out, almost every new employee had the same story. Jake always volunteered to help. Then somehow, management thought he had done all the work. That's when we decided it was time to stop talking about it and start proving it. Subscribe for next part.